Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. I hope audio and video is working well. So I should hear the feedback in few seconds, I think 20 seconds before I get incognito window that is telling me that things are working. Let's hope all things is going well. Waiting for incognito window to give me feedback. Audio and video is working well. Okay, as of now, all things are tested. I think audio and video is working. If any of you are active, you can write yes AV or click the 100% symbol. That will give me a confirmation that somebody is actually able to watch and hear me. Yes AV, AVGG. That's interesting. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, so today's topic is a bit heavy given the fact that recent times a whole country went up in flame, which is very close to us, which we call Nepal, and things are bad. Five prime ministers, Japan PM resigns, protest Nepal, Turkey, Europe, Russia, immigration press. Yep, things are basically very hectic right now, and a lot of things have happened. So again, I generally shoot videos 1 week in advance. So next week, you guys gonna see like who is responsible, and I'm noticing certain trends that are leading the world into the sort of cuckoo land, so to say, like fundamentally, like. Unable to understand. I missed Hindi live. Now I'm watching. No problem. If you lost glory, but we are following them for no reason in the name. Fuck it. JAPTH, Japt feel they lost the glory, but we are following them for no reason. What do you mean by JAPTH? I'm unsure. Indonesian protest, yeah. Like literally, frankly, too many things are going wrong, which I kind of expected because you have to understand when I say, birth rate is declining, it's the most important thing. Why? Well, it simply shows the faith of public onto the reality that they are in. For example, birth rate did not went down when basically World War II was happening. Like think about it, like truly think about it, that World War II is happening and birth rate never deviated. World War One is happening, nothing deviated. Famine happened, nothing happened. Plagues happened, nothing. So what the hell changed? Well, people lost faith. Now, faith I do not mean in God, which again does have a role to play into it, but faith in everything. Basically, it's almost like a lot of people do say that when we replaced religion, we did not put something in its place. That was a very big mistake, and I'm starting to understand why that is so. So, for people are interested in world. Gen Z is not in protest. People are more interested in the world. Gen Z not in protest. No, protest is, it's an ancient tradition whenever things get bit too out of hand, and again look into World War II, especially in Mussolini. It will make sense. It's like once things get too out of hand, it happens. It's almost inevitable. Same in French Revolution. You can only push people to a certain point before they just crack. Once that happens, the end. Avinav Sharma, you are repeating the exact same thing. You did it in Hindi stream. I already told you, like USA is built on pew pew, and they are built on pew pew for one very specific reason. It's in their constitution. Why it's there? Well, because they can do mathematics. Mathematics is very simple. Yes, having pew pew in your household has increased risk of accidental discharges, risk of shift deleting someone. That sort of thing is absolutely true. But what is the real data of basically tyranny happening if you cannot fight back? Answer: absolute. And again, you have to understand, USA is old, like old, and they know, again, given the fact what they did to Indians. I do not ask me why they are called Indians, but it is what it is. What they did to Indians and what whole of Europe had to suffer through, because they cannot defend themselves. And again, every country has this exact same story. Somebody comes into power, removes your noisy things for this thing, what you call safety, and bad things happen. Like it's almost like a clockwork, because you cannot fight back. And like there is a saying, like those who give up freedom for security generally end up with neither. And that's the, like, we have learned this the hard way. And there is a human short circuit here, is that if I tell you 400 kids die in pew pew related accident annually in USA, that number's like, whoa, how can anybody? But here's the, not having that always leads to millions of people getting shift deleted, be it Stalin era, be it Mao Zedong era, be it Hang era, be it Mussolini era. Like it's always the same story. But here's the problem: once the number become that big, Like, when I say like a million casualty in Russia Ukraine war, your brain cannot comprehend. Like, it exceeds threshold. Like, there is a saying, like, one death is a tragedy, million is a statistics. Same thing. It's like it reaches a point where we cannot comprehend it. Thankfully, Americans, this what you call, founding father did understood that. They knew, like, they were not idiots. They knew, like, if you allow that bare arms, things will happen. But they understood that not doing so will, again, imagine what a country, USA, would be if they did not have this sort of protection. Which, again, there is a reason why they are the oldest democracy. Whether people like it or not, heck, even America like it or not, it's the part of it. Like, it is what it is. Correction, Japan lost glory, miss following them work ethics. Yeah, it's like, see, Japan was never actually that great because, again, they were fundamentally stupid. And they were like, no, the great emperor is like, no, emperor is small PP energy. Emperor not big, he's small. And he's like, I'm not joking, like, this is how Americans break them. They had ice cream ships. Like, that broke them. Like, you have to understand, like, when like, some what you call prisoners of war exchange happened, and, like, stuff happens, like, it broke them. It's like, we are starving. And again, the early days Japanese fighters were like awesome, the zero plane awesome. But here's the, as the war progressed, and once they had the blockade, they ran out of oil. Now here's the deal, anyone with a brain would be like, yeah, let's regroup, let's recharge ourselves, and let's apply some brakes. No, we're gonna go Pearl Harbor. It's like, America is super easy to bitch slap. It's just that after the bitch slap, you have to run, and they could not run after the bitch slap. Then they're like, oh, and yes, they had to extract fuel oil from palm oils. Like, literally, they had to make a fuel from biomaterial because they did not have oil. And penalty of that is all the fighter training went from hundreds of hours of flight training to 40 hours of flight training because they did not have fuel. And on top of that, they did not have food. Basically, their fighter pilots were like literally reaching into night blindness, meaning they could not fly at night because they were like, so nutrition deficient. And here are American, we have ice cream. So fundamentally, and again, even in war time, it was like a morality supplies. I think that's how the boat was named. It's like, what is this boat? Why it's consuming this much money? It's like, yeah, morality support or something. It was something clever, very clever. I keep forgetting the name. It was something very clever. It's like, yeah, so. Is it possible to design a new model structure of anything in 3D printer, but it's not possible to manufacture at large scale? Is it possible that when we made a design of a new model structure of anything in 3D and print it by 3D, but it's not possible? Bro, like, what, like, you can 3D print most things. And what do you mean by like a mass scale? Like, do you want to have there are 3D printing print farms and they are very successful. Why? Because not everything requires to be made in million units. So for example, injection molding alone, like if you are expecting to sell 1000, you cannot do injection molding because the mold itself costs so much. That sort of time, people use 3D printing. There are like a lot of services that are successful mass production simply because they are 3D. But the idea is very simple. They design something, they sell it, and every time somebody places the order, it gets printed, it gets shipped. So that is there. Your CV engine has big flaw connection between the connecting rod and the crankshaft. See, why are you worried about it? Let me worry about it. Let me worry about it. Let us build the larger scale. We have build a smaller one and cut it open to show everyone because nobody could understand how the heck it was working. Even though you can show them in CAD, we cut it open. So right now we do not have a working engine. Right now that's what we are building in Bangalore. Once that engine is running, we're gonna have more data. So after data, we're gonna have a talk. If data says good, we good. If data says we bad, we bad. The end. There is nothing more than that. Just like capitalism with regulation, same way guns with, of course. Like, for example, there's a thing. Pew pew has no what you call, again, this happened, this literally happened. I think 24 hours ago or 48 hours ago, in that time frame, Indian in America was, not joking, that happened. Here's the deal, no pew pew was involved. So if people go crazy here, pew pew does not matter. And again, there's more than enough pew pew related things. But here's the more than that, there are more like somebody like using knives and all that. And again, UK has so much violence. Why knife? And now I'm not joking. I'm literally not joking. Idris Elba, I think that guy who's playing in Thor movies, he's the guy who's the guardian and all that. And he's like, we should not have pointy knives. I'm like, what would be next? You should not have trucks, because again, there was like somebody figured out as like trucks are such effective at like shift deleting people that we should ban trucks. So this idea is not logical, so to say. So left the indigenous people of America talking about freedom. Yeah, Again, that's life. Every civilization is like that. Every single culture is like that. Yes, culture. Why? How do you think we went from like hundreds and thousands of tribes to like five major religion and 20 smaller religions? We should deleted all the smaller ones. That's normal, bro. That's like you are discovering. Oh, violence is the foundation of civilization. It's like, ta-da! That's normal. Just love chemistry, 20% doing job, no connection because it didn't. One free time after job thinking study chemistry. But a question asking what will do study can now feel like aimless. Why? See, if you are actually good at something, you're gonna figure some things out. Don't give up. Like if you're actually good, let's assume you're actually good, then pollution video I have seen many times. I watched it way more than 10 times. Population or pollution? I'm not sure. REV Max 2-stroke engine is also far better than CV. Again, why are you worried about it more than I am? Like, bro, relax. I'm not saying anything about that engine because why? It's not ready yet. Let it be ready. Then we're gonna have a conversation. Either it works or it does not work. Relax, chill. Can you tell, that 6-stroke. So idea is you have normal 4-stroke, and after that 5th stroke you open a different valve and you flow air in. Now like what's the point? Well, air will go from ambient temperature. Let's say ambient temperature is 60 degrees Celsius, but the cylinder wall is very hot, the piston is very hot. So the moment you put air in and close the valve back up, it starts to expand in that area. So it starts to create pressure while cooling down the engine and expanding. So that is the expansion, and then you go, so basically it goes 4-stroke and 2-stroke, and 2-stroke is without fuel. It's just air going in and expanding and then pushing. Short will be coming tomorrow 9. And again, why short about this? Simply because I could not, for life of me, I looked into it. First, the interviews are way too vague, way too inspirational, rather than like this is the technology. And given the fact that I do work with engines, I do understand like when somebody is like, oh, we have offsetted the crank. I'm like, bro, that's a normal thing. You can buy Kawasaki engines. You can buy Yamaha that has offset. Heck, Ford has engines that have offset. Toyota has engines that have offset, that cylinder offset thing. I'm like, that's a very basic thing to do. The reason why people don't do it is because the efficiency gain is barely 3 to 5%. And you do mess up the balance. Balance go like the vibration characteristics becomes very messy. Some company do think that it is wise to do in what we call a range extender kind of deal or hybrids, but it's been there, done that. And 6-stroke, that air expansion thing, on paper it sounded good, but again, people did build it, used it and tested it in 1980s, and that was patented. Now again, be very clear about the patent. Patents expire in 20 years, and you can have a scenario where a lot of parallel patents exist, meaning again, that's why for CV engine we had to get it patent in South Korea, Japan, India, USA, like we had to patent it in multiple places, so parallel patents cannot happen. Many times many inventions have parallel patents. Like again, I do not mean like sabotage or anything. Many times it's just very simple, what you call convergent design, meaning I was trying to solve this problem, other was trying to solve this problem, and we both converge into the same idea. So that has also happened. Okay. So that 6-stroke thing. Now problem with that is air does not expand that much. When you have a 60 degrees Celsius air and expanding it to with a chamber, which again, it's not a heating element. It's not designed to dump heat inside. It's designed to dump heat outside. So cooling fins are outside, not inside of the cylinder. So it does not expand that much. It does push, but does not do too much. So that also barely gives you like 3 to 5%. Then why don't people use it? Simply because it adds more mass in the valves and all that. And again, valve springs and all that, you may end up reaching a neutral point. Now some people did figure it out, I think in 2006. It's like, what if we have water going there? Benefit of water is that water goes through phase change, meaning if you send 10 milliliters of water, it will phase change into steam, and steam will be huge, vapor would be huge. Doing that will give you a bit more oomph. People did try that. That was a bit more optimistic, but so much mess, so much hassle had to be put there. It's like people are like, yeah, that's gonna happen. And that's why like it's just a short point. And I lost interest the moment he was saying kilometer per liter. I was trying to find a video where he was talking about what is the BSFC. You do not measure an engine in kilometers per liter or miles per gallon. You always measure engine in BSFC. Because again, BSFC is what engine has, vehicle is what kilometer per liter. Because again, you can have same engine. Let's just say my car has K10 engine. You can take the K10 and put it in Alto. You will get completely different mileage. Why? Different mass, as in like how heavy the vehicle is different. So mass will affect it. Air resistance, rolling resistance, all these three things will go into it, and that will give you the final output. So you cannot just say this kilometer per liter. That's why engine is never measured like that. Engine is always measured with BSFC. So that's the six-stroke thing. Do you think non-vegetarian who protested for street dogs was hypocrite? Not really. See, I like dogs. People like dogs. I understand that. I understand that. Like, dogs and me, we close. So I understand that. Would Tamil Square be different with America, like gun law, current American culture stable, or it's too loose? Again, right now, America's problem is not pew pew. Its problem is suicidal empathy. Like, think in this way: you could not convince anyone like a few decades ago that British will have a scenario where people from abroad will come and they will rape their daughters and they will have gangs and things they were doing to these girls, little girls, like 11 years 12 years old girl, and anybody who exposes them, they go to jail, not the guys. And this will happen in UK as well, because Islamophobe cannot happen. It's like nobody would have believed you. How the heck that happened? Suicidal empathy. And same way, suicidal empathy removed their safeguards. Same thing happened in America. Suicidal empathy removed all the safeguard that was there to protect in those sort of scenario. So if you remove the safeguard, it's like then you can't bitch about it. It's like, oh, I removed the like that girl that got poofed in that metro. The guy was in like supposed to be in jail 16 times, 16 or 12 times. You get the point. Basically, he's supposed to be incarcerated. Her the guy's mom was saying like he is not here. Put him in jail to safeguard him and others, but they did not. So that's the whole point. In French communism, far right in collaboration for people, Macron reduced funds for F50 was highest in the world. To public holiday gone for now. PPL are destroying private property. Let's see. Let's see how it unfolds. Again, that's why I say like if you want to understand what is the health of the country, you just look into the birth rate. Everything else is meaningless. Why? Because time. You can have all the technology in the world, but if you do not have babies, you dead. So babies matter above everything: food, water, everything. Because again, we have survived all of that. Like lack of food, we survived. Like diseases, survived. Basically, healthcare, lack of healthcare, we survived. We survived everything. We just can't survive one thing: not having babies. So that's not for shekels now. Today in Goa, man sent his wife back to heaven because she filed a fake case against him with the help of BF. I can understand that feeling. I can understand why you took arts in class 12 if you are more interested in science. Because I was not good in mathematics. And again, that time, that version of Anupam Vipul wanted to be a 3D game artist, which I became. I studied 3D game art. That was my dream, and studied in Bangalore, got job in game artist, and worked in a lot of cool games. That was Anupam Vipul, who wanted to do something. He did something. Everything was cool, but the company had layoff. They poofed me, and at that point, I was like, you know what? I will not have a scenario where somebody else can poof me. Again, YouTube can still poof me, but it will be less what you call personal. So that's the whole point. Too much empathy, Lisa. So, yeah, definitely, definitely. Why men is disposable everywhere? Because here's the deal: you only need 1,000 men to rebuild civilization. You need thousands of women. Thousands. It's a reproductive bottleneck. That will be true until the moment first artificial womb childbirth happens. The moment that happens, that will shift the power balance, because at that point in time, men will no longer be because at that point it won't be men are disposable. It will be like women are unnecessary. The moment you remove child rearing from women, what do they have? Like, what do they have? The answer is like victim complex. It's like, yeah, that's not really useful. Like, oh, I'm a victim. Yeah, that's not really useful. Oh, I'm oppressed. Not really useful. Madam, what is your useful thing? So things will happen. I use YouTube most of the time to watch your videos. Cool. So sometimes I feel like how much shorter side one has to be allow anti-nationalism to follow anti-nationalism. How do you improve your English? Any tips for fluent? I watch a lot of TV show, like a lot, like bonkersly large amount of TV shows. Your English is like can improve easily, but when I speak, the words not come out in my mind. It's basically less experience. Basically, what you're describing is that you do not have the polish. How do I got the polish? Years of work. It's not day one, it's not day 10, it's years of it. I have years of TV shows working in my head to give me references and data points. And again, thankfully, I was working in Bangalore. There was a lot, English was the primary means of communication, so we got used to it. Nepali minister. Yeah, in Nepal also it's like people say like it got triggered by what you call that media ban, which is absolutely true, but it was not the cause of it. It was like cracks were already there. That was the final push, like final nail in the coffin. Like Soviet Union did not went kaput because of Chernobyl. Chernobyl was just the last event. People just like gave up. It's like, yo, you can't handle anything. Why are you vegetarian? Because that's what I am. Why men still ask for dowry? Why else would anybody put up with a woman? Like, think about it this way. There are Arab cultures where woman has to basically, if a woman goes from father's home to, like, man's house, she gets basically brings money to family side, as in what we call dowry price. Same happens in China also. There are many cultures where invert dowry is there. India has normal like dowry, and West has used to had dowry system, basically where you give money to basically uh, your daughter's husband, so to say. So both are there. So you have lot of cultures that are like, women will go, money will come back as a what you call compensation. Other scenarios like money will go as a lubrication, basically to make things easier, like in back in India's day, like a tribal kind of days, or like agrarian day. So you're supposed to give cows, you're supposed to give basically utensils, so life would be easier. That's how it started. And same went there, is like, you get resources and all that, so your life would be a bit easier in both scenarios. Like A, where you have to give money, B, where you receive money for daughters. All cultures do not want women, all cultures. Like, think about it, like in China, this is what they teach you in school, right? Like India had bhrun hatya, as in like uh, removing, shift deleting basically girl child after doing ultrasound, because nobody wanted to pay dowry. That has nothing to do with it. Like, of course it is not zero, but it's like, it's not important again, because again China also did the same thing, where parents started to shift delete it to girl, but they get dowry price. Then why the heck they were doing it? Nobody wants the girl. Why would they? Nobody wants the girl because everything is someone else's fault. So doing that sounds very, what you call, world's problem. But here's the deal, you also gave world the power, as in men have power, women are just like problem. It's like nobody wants problem. Like again, Arab cultures, I even did not knew that was I knew about China, but I did not knew about that Arab cultures. Like a lot of Arab cultures have that, like prolific Oman also has that, I think, where it's like, a girl goes, money comes home, but nobody wants girl child. So now condition is fine in Nepal. No, no, no. I think it will take some time. Why is Zomato take 30% and lose market company by share prices hike? Dude, these sort of what you call manipulation thing is far beyond my understanding. Like companies can literally just lose money and they're like nothing. After artificial women will be a different species from same civilization. Yeah, it's, think it this way. It's like how husbands were denigrated after alimony, because you do not have to put up with husband. You get married, you divorce him, you take the money, you take the property, f the husband. Now that works as long as men are stupid enough to get married. But what if men are not stupid enough? That's a very, what you call, cheap replacement of husband. But once you do artificial womb, that's a quality replacement. Where it's like, no, like woman is there or not there, that does not matter. And again, it's very easy to sell it to feminist. It's like, you like all we have to say is like, oh, you are oppressed by patriarchy. And again, so many women, is like, it's almost sick how much they want to have abortion. It's like, dude, one time, cool, awesome. That cannot be your talking point. That cannot be what Kamala Harris says, like in a podium. It's like, we will give you free abortion. It's like, don't say it. Like, you are talking about child. And again, even remove dudes from equation. There are more than enough women who did this. They do not want young ones to go through this, because again, they know the penalty of it, the price of it. And they are trying to, again, this is from women's point of view, atheist women point of view. It's like, no, this has penalty on your body, this has penalty on your soul. You do not want that sort of psychological trauma. And again, many of these women have gone through that. That's why there is like a divide, where like a lot of women do not want this sort of like, free abortion and all that. They've gone through the hell, and they're like, yeah, this is not comfortable, this is not sunshine and rainbow. And then this young libertard woman says like, no, 40 I'm not joking, there was a like lesbian was like, oh, if Kamala Harris wins, I'll have 40 abortions. I'm like, it's not a joke. But so it will be very easy to sell them. It's like, you no longer have to worry. Like, once you get a girl is born, you can just shift delete her reproductive system, which again they are doing. Chemical castration for like, gender reaffirming service. So fundamentally, it would be super easy to sell them. I can't able to understand you. Sometimes you say bad, it's important. Sometimes I get snooped as. Oh, it's super easy to understand. Think in this way. You want water, right? You are thirsty, but the water has poison. As simple as that. Now the condition five. Okay. Ma'am, use another human which is do most things. Size muscle work. I don't think they're talking about as an usual thing. Isn't female just another human who can do most of the things beside? Yeah, that's on paper. That's on paper. Like fundamentally on paper again, if women actually say that nowadays, they are actually saying that women are smarter than men and we are oppressed by men. It's like it's literally saying I am being oppressed by a hairless monkey, and you're like, wait a minute, that sounds cuckoo. Yeah, that is cuckoo. S2T is drowning. No, I'm saying if you remove that, our marriage rate will go to zero. It's like nobody wants to put up. It's like, dude, you want to destroy my life. At least give me some lubrication in the first. Like, at least give me that. Come on. If you want to shift delete someone's life, like why think of this way, like I keep saying now, why women are not becoming lesbian? Like remove sex from it. Okay, remove sex from it. Imagine two women getting together and living. What can they do? You have a household, income household, which is economically far better. Both can take care of each other when one of them will fall sick, so you have the safety net. And they can even have, like, bring a dude, one dude, one lady, and another lady would be sentry, as in like backup if something violent happens and all that. So you also have the peace of mind, and you can have urges taken care of in that time. And it's like, okay, you do it cycling by cycling, so you have proper communication, everything is fine, your urges are taken care of, and then you can become pregnant one after the another using in vitro fertilization or older school, and everybody wins. There is not a single scenario where two women coming together actually causes any harm. Like fundamentally, women would be retarded to marry a man compared to just another woman. Every problem is solved except the one thing. Like if you put two women together, the violence inside would be extremely high. Like women bitch about men. It's like, oh, men are violent. It's like, then why you are marrying it? Like think about it. It's like how effed up your mother has to be to like, I have experienced violence from my husband. Here's my daughter. Can somebody please marry her? It's like, for 10,000 generation, no woman had enough brain. It's like, wait a minute, if every single man is a freaking patriarchal oppressor, then why the heck I'm giving my daughter? Because this is the only time. This is the only time and the last time when women have the lesbian option. So why they are not using it? Like it will solve every single problem. It will solve their financial problem. It will solve their psychological problem. They do not have to put up with a man. They can have reproductive health. They can have everything. Except they will end up generally poofing each other off. And that point in time, you will understand, oh, evolution gave men the ability to endure women. It's like we can handle it. It's like we die doing so, but we can do it. So that's why, like, remove sex. Like, remove that. Like, why can't you just have two women? And again, why can't you remove sex? Like, remove that part also. It's like, why can't you? Like, a woman keeps saying, no, keep it in your pants, control yourself. Why can't you? Like, you will win so many things. All your life problem will go away, but you won't. So, is Gen Z have more self-respect than boomers? In some regards. In some regards, but you have to also understand the perspective has changed, because here's the when boomers are, you should get married, because they had a different kind of wife. They had a wife that was not bitching 24/7. They had a wife that was like 2 plus 2, 22, meaning husband had some issues, wife had some issues, they worked with each other, both suffered. And again, that's why I keep saying life is only suffering. You're supposed to suffer, you will suffer, you build something greater, and they survived. So from their point of view, making a sacrifice for a wife makes sense. It's logical, it's ingrained. They have been doing it for thousands of generations. It worked for them. We are a generation where we get, oh, I sacrificed for my wife, why my wife is banging someone else. That did not happen to them, so they cannot understand it. And even if it happens to you, they will be like, oh, you should find some another girl. Because again, it does not get here. It's like the same way, the number becomes too huge, it does not go here. It's like same goes, does not go here. Oh, your wife banged someone else and like brought someone else's kid, and you cannot even divorce her. Like, even if you divorce her, you still have to pay and child support for 18 years. Yeah, I do not want that culture to survive. Like, if a Hindu culture says wife can bring someone else's child and you have to pay child support for that kid for 18 years, die. I'm die. So like toxin to avoid. No, not today's. It was day one. Feminism was wrong. It was unsustainable. That's why I keep telling you, there is not you and me who judges. Time is the only judge. You apply something and it becomes into something bad. It does not matter how the seed started, because again, seed and tree are different. But again, a baboon seed will only give you baboon. It will not give you apple. It will not give you mango. It will only give you baboons. Same thing. Will vanish once artificial? I don't think vanish will happen, but let's just see. So why the girl not become, why not men are becoming that, na? Men are literally see, men are different, bro. The men are completely different. We're not gonna bitch for thousands of years. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna create AI girlfriend. We're gonna create bots, and we're gonna create artificial woman. Like, we solve problem. Men solve problem. It's a big problem. Enough men has to be slaughtered before men to wake up to like, whoa, this is a problem. Whoa, this will happen to me. Not just like, oh, that guy was unlucky, or that guy was unlucky. You have to shift delete all the cultural what you call baggage. This baggage is thousands of years old. It will take time to shift delete. My expectation is 75 years. Once that is happens, once men actually from emotional is like, no, it's just not worth it. Even if a 10% failure rate is just not worth it, my life is not so valueless that I'm gonna risk something for 10%. It's like, no, no. So when that happens, like God said, Kolkata case where no one talks about a boy who occurred in Josie. See, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, just here 1500. Just LGBTQ supporter. If only wants money, then men have to become gay to boys can earn twice. Again, money. See, men does not have problem with money. No man, like men, especially after a certain age, especially if they are asexual, it would be a bit creepy to if you ever had to deal with them. It's like money does not matter to them because again there is no status to it. Status is only there to attract. Like, it's a female peacock. Male peacock has that, like, what you call petal, flower petal kind of deal. It's like that. Status is like that. Once you lose your lust, it's like eh. Money is not a our problem. It's like it's a desire. Lust. It's like it's ingrained in our DNA. We can't just go inside the open up directory, go into BIOS, go inside ISA, shift delete, lust protocol. We can't do that. Nepal's technically non-elected. Yeah, that does happen during the time of what you call violence. It does happen. User replaceable battery in every electronic gadgets like a phone, earbuds, etc. Fairbuds is replacing battery for earbuds in case in 2 years the battery died. Yeah, that's a very, very good. What do you think about lesbianism? Again, it will, if women are what they claim, right? Oh, we are so evolved, we are so smart, we are this, and we are orgasm, and we are this. Become lesbian. 100% of your population problem would be solved. 100%. But they are not doing it. So there is a bullshit and there is real. And again, in men, again, I'm noticing it very clearly. It's like men are like, whoa, this is a problem. Men are like, okay, we out, we out. Like, it took very little percentage of men in Japan to just walk out there, like shift delete the country. Very little. And more is happening. That means more and more quickly we are working on AI replacement, and more we are working on bot replacement. And after bots, there will be this what you call artificial womb technology. So men are not like staying there. But again, it will take time. I do not expect it to happen anytime quickly. Although I could be wrong. Knock on wood. I hope I'm wrong. But I would take 20 years before we have robots that are like actually useful. So let's just see. If most will only male child if has an opportunity will survive vanished. Again, it's their own doing, na. Like, you can't be a victim 24 into 7 into 365. Like, that's bad for you. That is not good for you. Like, being a victim all the time is not good for you. Like, basically harassing the only safety shield you have, it's unwise. Like, it's, again, that's why I keep saying, you and I can have a discussion that does not mean anything. Who is the final judge? Time. You can say, oh, we have this equality, we have this technology. It does not matter. Are you surviving in the future? Yes or no? If you are not surviving, the end. You can have a discussion, we had this. No, had means nothing. Have means only thing. What do you have? It's okay. Do you think America should check a person's criminal records, psychological test, mentally unstable, because advantage of Second Amendment? See, they have all of that. Nobody goes full cuckoo. Again, this is coming from the left side because they have lost, right? They went too cuckoo. Like, there is a limit how much BS you can sell public before public is like, wait a minute, you're telling me that just because of skin color you let a criminal go for 16 times. It's like, that's not going to happen. So when people started to what you call bring down the rhetoric. Every person that disagree with is like, hey, you are high. It's like, not everybody you disagree with is high. Like if you keep doing that, you keep doing that with what you call fascism. Oh, everything is fascism. Everything is a threat to democracy. Somebody will be cuckoo enough to accept it. That's why you do not use that sort of rhetoric. Think about it. Like right side is like we want pew pew. They never shoot the left opponents. Left one is like okay, let's try to shoot Trump. Let's try to, which unfortunately he did succeed at this time. So how the heck that happened? Is the whole point. Like you cannot vilify the other side so much. The whole of the history is written in that sort of blood, unfortunately. So now every movie plot, Earth is dying, population is increasing. Yeah, it's very lazy writing. Like that's why I made a video about this storytelling. Like rotten in storytelling. So we know where feminism is going, but still many men support this. Again, it's natural selection. If you are unable to see, if you are unable to what you call absorb, again, that's why I said do not listen to me. Go to family court and hear you. Again, remove me from the equation. Oh, he's a burnt man or this one. No, it's like remove me, bro. I do not even exist. Go to family court near you. Before you sign away your life, before you throw away your life, go to family court near you. Everybody thinks mine's the biggest, mine's the hardest, mine's the longest. Everybody thinks that. Go to family court near you. Once you go through that, either you have to lie to yourself, in that case nature has to shift delete you, or you will take a risk. And if you take a risk, cool, either it could work or it does not work, but don't bitch after that. It's as simple as that. Too much risk with nature. If you just shift the female as opposite gender, then there's too much risk with nature. Again, nobody is talking about shift deleting them. Everyone's like bringing them down a bit. Like, oh, you are too much. Like, like this whole idea of like a woman is a 200% creature, where it's like 100% of a man and 100% of a female. It's like, no. Evolution has billion years of testing data. You do not have testing data. You do not have testing data of 70 years. So, yeah. Again, bringing them down. Like, it's like a second supply, so to say, where it's like, whoa, chill. Debt crisis when they want to repeat 1930. No, that's not gonna happen. Unlikely, very unlikely. Not zero, but very unlikely. Psychologist, any thoughts on mandatory background checks? No. I was 23-year-old. It's possible. What do you think about reservation in education and or government job? Very bad idea. It was a good idea when it started, and again, it should have had an expiry date. It should have had an expiry date. It's like we're gonna do it for 10 years, or we're gonna do it for 30 years maximum. After independence, it should have been only for 30 years. That's one generation, or maybe 45 years if you really want to be enough time to sort everything out. If it does not improve in 45 years, okay, we tried, it did not work. Like you cannot have it forever and ever. What do you think about deep state, Nepal, Mali? See, everybody wants to blame someone else. We are the only one to blame, no one else. No one else is responsible. We are the only one. Yeah, someone they do not take everything separately. If happens someone they do not take everything separately. I'm not getting that. How to remove procrastination from life, bro? If I would have done that, I would be a billionaire. I'm not. People say European yourself becoming rich and powerful because of feminism says they they are rich and powerful. That's how they got feminism. It's a different, like offset. It's offset. They became rich and successful. Then the feminist movement happened. You do not do feminist movement when you are like tribal level, where it's like no, you have to work or you die. You do not do that. Indian women were not doing feminism when they're like no, I have to actually pull out water from a well because there is no water pump. There were no feminists there. It's like once you become rich enough, then that happens, not the other way around. It's a very common misconception. It does not happen the other way around. That's why you do not have, oh, this African country became feminist and now they are rich. Does not happen. I will not go to family court like Desi Katta. I'll buy Desi Katta. What do you think about that? Dude, why you're repeating the same question again and again? But in villages based discussion still happens. See, it will happen. It will never end. But you basically to solve one problem, you cannot create another problem. And another problem will be worse, which is getting worse. Like merit-based system takes everything up. But if you do not do that, it's the end. Why Chana Prasad is like, that's not my department. I don't even know. If you don't go mandatory background checks, it's just for accessing pew, then mentally, of course they see it has been the case for 200 years. Do you see the only reason why they are going full cuckoo now is because too many checks and balances in society has been removed. Too many. Like, you should not castrate children. You should not give gender affirming medication to children. Like, that should not have happened, but left pushed it. You should not have a scenario where it's like, oh, this person is threat to democracy. Because again, if enough of it says that, enough people say that, some cuckoo will accept it. The checks and balances, the civility of a society, that keeps everything in check. Now, would have removed every single problem? Hell no. Would have kept it much lower? Yeah, that's why American Dream was a thing. And again, during American Dream era, as in just after World War II, they still had pew pew. So it's too many other things fell. So side of Islam. Again, it's irrelevant because it's not religion, it's what people are doing with it. It's like, you can have a very simple scenario where it's like, okay, Buddhist religion is peace. Not really, depending where you are, because if you are in Wari Muslims, they are the one getting slaughtered by Buddhist. So that's what happens. Will detonate in India due to low birth rate. Take many words. And again, even this violent side of Islam, there's supposed to be checks and balances. You should never allow, like, again, this guy, he's from Saudi Arabia. He talks of very simple things, like, West has this very retarded view where it's like they see all the Islam as the same. They are not same. Like, there's a reason why Egypt has a hardened wall. Like, it's much easier for a Palestinian to go to Israel than to go to Egypt. Why? They went to Israel. Egypt was like, okay, come in, brother, come in. And they started destroying Egypt. And it's like, okay, ship delete. Again, that's why they never go to other this. They'll get ship deleted. So that's the whole point. That's why checks and balances is the only safety mechanism you have. Like, I keep saying that for everything. Like, people are, oh, capitalism failed. No, capitalism did not fail. You failed capitalism. Capitalism will work as long as you maintain it, as long as you have checks and balances. Remove checks and balances, and oh, why we have only what you call monopoly and all that? Because you failed the checks and balances. Many of us says really impact on me. It changed my life. Best wishes, conversation on Sitamba's Teachers Day. Thank you. Nepal feels like 18th and 19th century France. Yeah, Nepal. See, Nepal scenario is very unlucky simply because they are landlocked country. Any country that is landlocked, they're already effed. Like, genuinely speaking, you can't do much if you're landlocked. Like, realistically, because your rivers would be coming from someone else, and again, they are tiny country. So like, either China can control them or India can control them. It's like they are really stuck. So in those sort of, like, thin margin, they really had to do a good job governance wise to create income, create jobs and all that. They did not do that. So, and situation is so bad. So many Nepalis were going to Russia to die so they can send money to their family in Nepal. Not even joking. Like, that was the, what you call, like, final fire, where it was like, the politicians' kids go abroad and buy a Prada bag, and working class men goes and they come back in coffin. That was the meme that was going around. It's like, so first become rich, then become philosopher. How did they get interested in electrical mechanical engineering? You can suggest some YouTube channel. No. It's not that I became interested due to YouTube or something like that. I was interested. I used YouTube and all that to learn. Like, it's an inherent thing. Well, Mozart is watching the stream. Is there any way to change the mindset of extremists? Unlikely, very, very unlikely. Do you wish to say for 5 guys by marrying 22 women? I do not care. See, again, the moment a woman is above 18 years old, I do not care what she does. Why? Because she is an adult. She has to make the decision. Right or wrong does not matter. She has to make the decision and take the consequences. Because again, you allow her to vote, which means she can decide what happens to the country. If she is strong enough, wise enough and capable enough to make that decision, she is good enough to understand that this guy wants my tight punini and I have to I like his money. She has to be wise enough by 18 years old. Like, again, we allow you to drive. You can kaput so many people, but we allow you to drive after 18. You should be smart enough. So I never had that issue where it's like, oh, he's exploiting us. Like, why? Hi. Are you actually saying that an 18-year-old girl does not have brain? Again, if you say that, cool, awesome, then increase the everything. Basically, she has to be 35 in order to marry. She has to be 35 in order to drive a car. She has to be 35 to vote, or at least voting. Push the voting part. So that's the thing. CV engine. Why CV engine destroy EV industry? No, it's not that there yet. Ideally, let's just say, knock on wood, this is what I'm expecting. We are working on building the engines. We are still machining the parts and all that. Let's say we built it. An engine achieves, knock on wood, 130. again, I'm way too optimistic. Let's just say we reach 130 BSFC. The idea would be we're gonna have a electric vehicle, complete electric vehicle, which is gonna shrink the battery. We're just gonna take the battery, let's just say 75 unit battery, we shrink it, or shrink it to maybe 20 units. Once you have 20 unit, and in the frunk we're gonna put the engine with the system. Basically make it as compact as possible, just put it in the frunk, and tada, all the world's problem is solved, or at least 80% of the problem solved. For most people, it's an electric car, you do not have to worry about it. For people who want to drive long range, you have a very ludicrously high efficient car. Basically 30 kilometer per liter would be like, bro, we got this. For Mark 2, Mark 3, we should be able to reach almost 40 as a point. That's the aim. Like, again, I love EV. EVs are awesome. It's just that full EV is cuckoo. Say this is when I remove laziness from life because many words. Again, life is not. Oh, there was one video I think I have downloaded. It's of like, do not think of laziness as a problem. Think of it as your brain trying to use risk. Like, okay, what if I fail? What if it does not work? Instead of risk mindset, what if you changed it into reward mindset? It's like, what if I did this work and what could I gain? Like, what if I did exercise? I'll gain muscles. What if I did the work? I can relax on basically Sunday. Like, for me, this week is very hard. I had a lot of places where I had to travel, family travel and all that. So that crossed, I had lost one work day. So today I'm working. Thankfully, I've recorded the video. Hindi and English video is recorded. Only thumbnail capture is remaining, and then I have to editing. Editing would not take too much long time. So I maybe, knock on wood, if I really push myself hard, I should be able to finish it by today night, late night, because I have to travel again today night. But it is doable. I ideally want to wake up on a Sunday relaxed. I do not want to wake up stressed on Sunday. So. But my Saturday was a bit more rushed, let's just put it that way. No one in China should learn from India. I do not know. Which country is safer, migrate, if you have the money. Right now I'll go to Australia because they have services. Talk about a stable coin to dump its debt. I do not, see, that's too early right now. So I am married or you were married? No, I'm not married as of now. December 25, Maruti Suzuki launched Forex series hybrid. Are you sure it's hybrid? Like, I have seen way too many people claiming hybrid, but no, like never ever like this is exactly what it is. Nobody says that. Like, I'm burned too many times. How does CV engine become 30% more just because the piston does not wobble? No, piston does not wobble. That's just one benefit of it. The main reason is that when you have this sort of action going, lot of friction is happening like this. Like a lot. Like if you look into elongated cylinders, like that grinds metal away. That's how much energy you're losing in that friction. And second, the mathematical reason why you have that is because your lever arm action. Like it's like this, but it's not like this when you are extending. It's like this. Like you have it here, that's how the full stroke, and then you have to wait. It has to come like this, and then it gives the maximum leverage. So you lose a lot of energy. Basically, you get a sinusoidal energy output. We get almost like it's almost linear. Rather than sinusoidal, it's almost linear. We get energy out of it. Combustion is same. The boom event is exactly the same in our engine compared to all other engines. We are just extracting energy much quicker compared to crankshaft. That's what we have changed. And benefit of that is, A, you utilize more of the energy, and B, because you are not having side strikes, you are reducing frictional losses. Both of those things combined gives you the better oomph. Basically, it's going from single phase motor, AC motor, to 3-phase AC motor. Normal, you have just crankshaft, and you have to wait for crankshaft to reach that 90 degree to give maximum torque. In our scenario, we do not have to. We just have to wait few millimeters, and then it's like, okay, start to dump energy. Australians hate migrant Indians. Everybody hates everybody. Get over it. I already have a friend there. Everybody hates everybody. If you leave your own home country, it will be the case. Like, there is no country where Indians can go and oh, Indians. That will not happen. What do you think about information? Or do you also feel that? Yeah, absolutely. That's why I say, like, every morning read a book. Read a goddamn book. It will slow you down. It will be very EV, I forgot to change that. No, EV is good if utilized correctly. Nobody is utilizing it correctly. They're like, it's uncooked. It's almost like a 3-month baby that people are like, okay, let's just cut it out and put it in the world. It's like, no, it needs 9 months, not 3. What do you think about the information was felt that Austrians seems will not be as serious like valveless or rotary valves could make engine more efficient, lightweight. Again, why are you worried about it more than I am? Aren't you the same guy who's commenting the same thing? Uh, where is that guy? Like, let me look at the first comment you said. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you're the same guy. So, same guy. It's like, bro, you are more worried about it than I am. It's like my company is doing something, let it work. If it works, awesome. It does not work, awesome. No, you are not losing anything. Why are you so vicious about it? We are trying something unique. If it works, cool. If it does not work, cool. You willing allow permanent residency in Australia? Not right now. Right now, I'm broke. Why Indians don't allow diversity? I think they do. I think they do. My friend has that. He is Australian and Indian, so I do not know. But so I'm unaware. Started following recently science and technology. I'm a USP. I'm an artist. I have been watching videos since till date. I have not missed any of the videos. Science. No, found the time to watch them. Dude, you should not watch that much of it. In my village, they banned bamboo farming because a husband beat wife with bamboo. Really? STT is being secretly communist by wearing red. Dude, Rocket Monday is red. Bro, I country India said even if migrate one state to another. Yeah, that's also a valid point. That's also a valid point. Heck, if I have to shift to assuming the engine works, I have to shift to Bangalore. At that time, at this time, I will try to learn the South Indian language, at least one of them. Last time I did not do. Sir, which country is best to marriage law? Afghanistan. I learned a lot about technology from your video, which is realistic. Has taught me a lot. Well, that's the aim of it. Piece of generator piston directly for like, dude, there's already there. There's already videos on it. There's already video on it. Again, if you see something interesting, you think it could work, you try it. It works, awesome. It does not work, no problem. My question, why government decreased GST? Again, why you are asking me? I'm not in the government, nor this is interesting to me. Do you take notes while reading books? No, I generally highlight it. Do you take after E20 plan to mix isobutanol in diesel? What's your thought? That's a very bad idea. I said that in the video also. It's a very bad idea. We are all equal organisms. We are all equal. And a bit extreme when you say Afghanistan. No, I'm scientific. Scientific. No, I want your video on linear generator. I have not seen enough of it yet. It's not fully cooked yet. And again, there are a lot of good videos on it. So let's see. I'm not subscribing. It's like favorite game of you played. Chill. Again, I don't even remember when was the last time I played games. And again, I think this week would be this Sunday would be the last time I'm watching Foundation. Then I think I really hope they do not wait for another 2 years. I really hope they do a new season in 1 year rather than 2 years. But let's see. Sunday, that's what I'm doing these Sundays. Like wake up, get all this work sorted, and then do watch the basically episode and all that. I was playing the last game I was playing was this Satisfactory. I might try to play Doom because I do have a high-end computer now, which I can do. My father friend kicked out of the Maruti Suzuki because he is a hard work guy. Eh? See, too much information is missing there for any conclusion. It's just your statement. Have you played any alien shooter? No, no. Yeah, I mean, if you were during your education or workplace, define, friend. Everyone forgot Israel birth rate is nearly 3. Bro, tiny. Again, that. Hold on. What is the POP evaluation? Yeah, let me put it this way mathematically. That puppy is 98 or 93rd largest population. 9 to 10 million people. Bro, that's, how shall I put this? It's like 10 million. That's 1 crore, bro. Bro, that's like which state, state population? Which population is like rest of state unit? Like, okay. Number. Uh, you have to go to island, Andaman Nicobar kind of island. No, wait a minute, that has higher population. Bro, like Mizoram also has higher population. Sikkim, I think, has lower. Sikkim has lower population than that. Ladakh has lower population than that. Lakshadweep has lower population than that. That's how tiny that is. Bro, like, understand the scale of things, man. Scale of things matter. See, you keep saying scientific progress and all that. Again, I've been telling you this one thing, understand this correctly. We can survive without everything. We have survived without everything. We just can't survive without one thing, children. And if technological progress reaches a point where children becomes not a priority of the civilization, it does not matter. That's a shift delete scenario. And again, it's not like, having what you call technology leads to this. It's just that we had technology and then we went a bit too cuckoo. If we undo the cuckoo, things can come back, things can easily recover, but that is not happening as of now. So let's see. Can I like my events like just end how figures someone's like it was never got better. See, it's your life, your risk. Like, it's your life, you can take the risk. If it works, awesome. If it does not work, don't cry. It's like, and remember, anything bad happens after that words, it's only your decision that led it that. Have you ever watched Starship Trooper? Very long ago. Company is making BLDC submersible jet pump. No, I don't think so. Now MacBooks and iPhones are more repairable, but why? See, if too many companies start to notice that like framework and Fairphone are gaining public attention, because again, your stock value is directly proportional to public attention, it creates a scenario where it's like, no, 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 we have to be better in this and all that. So again, perception matters. When you're talking about stock rate, perception matters. Do you think the falling fertilizer can induce need digital self after you depart, carry out legacy even after digital immortality? Those things are too far out, man. Too far out. Call me if your wife ever files a work, say I'll take care. It's like, see, have you ever video environment destroy of Kashmir? It's like, how is it able to get this many Nobel Prizes, less population? How many do they have? You play Lethal Company, it's a stream game. Dude, that Anupam version, like, left long ago. Do you repair your car yourself? The only thing I repair is replacing battery, refueling the wiper fluid, and oh, I bought this. Basically, I wanted. This is a brand in India. I think you are sure. This is a brand in India that gives you basically car parts. There was a booklet for my Maruti Espresso that had all the parts name into it. I wanted to buy it. It's like I ordered it. That did not came, only this came. And I ordered this also simply because it had to be 500 rupees for shipping. So again, when I got my espresso, this was like very early on. Espresso was just launched and we bought it. At that time, it did not came with the filter. Now I'm hoping somebody forgot to put filter, or I genuinely would be frustrated if like whole Maruti was like, yeah, let's not put filter in freaking car because, poor people. So I noticed that this was available. So today, tonight I have to travel. So I'll cut it and put it, I hope it fits. So I hope, because it does look less density. Right now what I have is from, I think, Wagoner. So, and it does make noise. So let's just see what happens with that. So maybe we want to live without scientific progress. Some girls not getting babies doesn't mean the whole Western civilization is dead. Again, who is saying one woman or two women? I am talking about total fertility rate. Total. As in complete scale. As in, like, if you look into water molecules in a water tub, some molecules will be at 100 degrees Celsius. That's why water evaporates. But some molecule, not all. But here's the deal: you put a thermometer, you average all things out. Now you know the what is actually going on. So when I say TFR, I'm not measuring one woman. I'm not measuring like some woman who had 13 kids. There are many of them. But I'm measuring the whole country. Like, you zoom out, whole country. And if there is a line that is directly going downwards, I do not need to be a rocket scientist at that point in time. It's like you have a line that is going constantly down, and that whole country's ethos that is going in that direction. It's not conducive to good growth. Again, I'm very clear on this. It's like, you are not the judge, I am not the judge. Judge is time. If you shift delay, like, we can say, oh, Indians were so civilized and all that. No, we were not. Why? We are dead. We got, like, Mughals came as just like shift delayed. How the heck? Like, it would be, again, it will go back to the same thing. How women said, like, we are being oppressed by a hairless monkey. That what would happen if we say, oh, Indians were so smart, we knew everything in the past. So how the heck Mughals shift deleted us? How the heck East India Company and shift deleted us? It's like, you can always justify whatever the heck you want, but remember, time is the only judge, jury, and executioner. Do you have shop manual owner or no? No, that's a, yeah. I have cars manual. I need this, what you call, you know, parts manual. Like, every part has a very unique name. Even this has a unique name. 95862 M62 S20 AC filter espresso. Let's see whether it fits or not. Do you like second-hand diesel ambassador? No. A Gwalior detected case, due to fake case, every news channel blamed the man. True, cloud crossing Himalaya is a very dangerous signal. German philosopher authors show women lack of wisdom, i.e. intelligence, got banned. See, the only thing that I can genuinely say, like, without being mean or without being facetious or like egocentric, is like, the only thing I noticed that women do not have is temporal resolution. Like, they know, they have much better brain than I do. As in, like, I do not even remember any girl scoring less marks than me in school. And same thing has went everywhere. But how the heck it changes? Like, how the heck it changes? Like, in young girls, it's like everything is smart, they are scoring everything, but how the heck it changes in office? And then it hit me. It's temporal resolution, like basically how you plant your seeds and it becomes something great. In later time, that changes. So time calculations, as in, like, okay, I'm gonna do this and this is the outcome of it. Time, temporal, it's that domain where I think men's hunter instinct starts to, like, help. Whereas, like, no, we ain't got time for this. Make decision, predict what's gonna happen, move next, the end. Very, like, that's the only thing I've noticed. Like, if I have somebody ask, like, what is the difference between man brain and woman brain, that's the only difference I could quantify. Whereas, like, no, like, they genuinely, like, things they are saying, it's like, it does not go in the future. Like, temporal resolution. How does filter cost it? I think 300 rupees, maybe something like that. Shop manuals, parts, torque values, and also 1500 page. Yeah, something. No, it's not shop manual. It's parts manual. Like, it says part catalog. Again, I did not got it, so once I get it, I was like, good at micro, macro. Again, like, everything I've looked into, it's like, that's the only thing that goes where I can say, no, I'm noticed it. Like, this is something I have noticed. Where is that? What you are doing right now, it's gonna have a effect later on. That is something that all the successful men in life has that in common, where they understand. Like, to give you a context how far ahead Jeff Bezos can see, you can watch his old interview. I mean, like, at least 10-12 years ago, and he was saying, like, yeah, Amazon won't be forever. Like, you have to switch. Like, every major company is only on top in 30 years. I'm like, bro was figuring out what he's gonna do after Amazon, and this is the time when Amazon Web Services were built. Like, he has, like, next step planned, and he knows, like, Amazon Web Service won't be money printing. Now he's working on Blue Origin. I'm like, bro is planning like this. It's like, I'm like, damn. And again, that's why I say watch his old interview. It's like scary. That's why, like, he scares me. It's like, he's patient. He's like, I'm gonna come. It's like, also like, especially against Islam country rather than hating Germany. See, right now, again, German people do not say death to Israel, death to West. Islamist country do. That's the difference. Child thrown away by a father because he knows the risk, while the mother is always against it. He's scary. 2.0 manual shop, owner manual, I have Honda one. Yeah, see, I do not know Honda, na. Mine is Maruti. Maruti has those like manual, that is normal manual, user manual, and second is parts catalog. I have not seen anywhere you have like, service manual. I think what you're describing is service manual. I have not bought service manual. I have bought parts catalog. If there was a service manual, I would have ordered it, but heck, this was also not available. When I was trying to buy it, it was like, I selected it one day. Again, when I wanted to do that AC vent, I really wanted to have that manual. I saw it was available. I was like, okay, let me order it. I ordered it. Can you make video on electrical switches? What type of switches you're talking about? I joined her talk with Lex Luthor. Could you have bought Maruti genuine accessories website? A filter cost if rupees 150. So then, again, I bought for that manual that was not available anywhere else. Or again, it could be. It could be. Or again, there you also have to understand whenever you are getting price that low, then they have like, you have to have like, again, 500 rupees or a shipping cost will be added later. So those things are there. So which website is to buy electronic components cheapest price? There's a lot. There's a lot. If Trump deliver them, will be good. Then I will be good. Why do you care whether Trump lives or dies? Like, service manual plus parts manual equals shop manual. Again, that could be true. Oh, it's been 1 hour. Okay, okay. Now it's time to. That's why I think like my legs were getting tired. Anyway, it was a nice, interesting talk. Oh, a lot of people actually watched it today. Anyway, base camera. Yeah. Working on no, right now I'm not doing anything. I'm like too busy. Too many things are going on. Anyway, I will see you guys next weekend. Bye. Hope you had a good, lovely live stream.